right, old school NBA fans, self-researched, NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. I want to give a special thanks to Adidas 20. Thanks a lot, my man, for the super thanks. It is much appreciated. In this video here, I hold in my hand the receipts and the proof that Michael Jordan was the most NBA-ready, well-rounded rookie in the last 50 years, actually going all the way back to 1974 when they started tracking all the statistics. They started tracking offensive rebounds and steals and blocks. We don't have official information on players before that. But what I do have is every rookie of the year from 1974 to 2025. And Michael Jordan just stands above the crowd. What can I tell you? Now, let me be clear. This is not every single player's rookie season. That would probably take a month to uncover that. But every rookie of the year, which there's some great ones in there, Michael Jordan was more NBA ready and a better all-around player than any rookie of the year since 1974 at a minimum. I'm not talking about prime Jordan. I'm not talking about championship Jordan. I'm specifically talking about rookie Michael Jordan being the most well-rounded, best all-around rookie to enter the NBA in the last 50-plus seasons. And it might even go back farther than that. We don't know. But I've got the proof that it's through 1974. So what I have is, how did a player rank in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, steals per game, blocks per game, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage. 3-point percentage is not going to be included because they didn't have a 3-point line before 1980. Stupid to even put that in there. I would have too many not availables. And also, some of the players of the first 10 years or 12 years when there was a 3-point line, they didn't shoot enough to even register to make the leaderboard. So that one is out. But here we go. 1974, Ernie D. Gregorio actually had a really good rookie season. He led the NBA in assists per game and free throw percentage. Pretty nice for him. But if you look, I highlighted all the ones that are above Michael Jordan. The last line is Michael Jordan in 1985. As you can see, he finished inside the top 40 in all of it, everything. There's no rookie that can say the same. And actually, it was 37, but I'm just going to use 40 as my measure. Ernie D. Gregorio, 1974. In points per game, he was 47th. Rebounds, 99th. Assists, 1st. Steals, tied for 78th. Blocks, tied for 87th. Field goal percentage, 94th. Free throw percentage, he ranked 1st. That's really good. But how many of those are outside the top 40 in the league? Jamal Wilkes, 1975, Hall of Famer. Tied for 47th, 26th, 66th. Tied for 33rd, tied for 54th, tied for 63rd, and 71st. That's his rankings. A bunch outside the top 40. Alvin Adams in 1976 actually had a really good rookie campaign. He was one of those guys that was better as a rookie than he was as a 27-year-old. He actually had a great line. He was 24th in points, 19th in rebounds, tied for 8th in assists, tied for 25th in steals, tied for 11th in blocks, but he was 41st in field goal percentage and tied for 75th in free throw percentage. There's always one category that keeps these guys out of it. Adrian Dantley, that's the second Hall of Famer. And most of these guys are 22 years old. 22nd in points, tied for 38th in rebounds, 102nd in assists, tied for 55 in steals, tied for 101 in blocks, 12th in field goal percentage, and tied for 33rd in free throw. Walter Davis, there's the third Hall of Famer. 10th in points, but he was 58th in rebounds. He was tied for 57th in assists, tied for 41st in steals, tied for 111 in blocks, tied for 10th in field goal percentage. That's really good. And tied for 18th in free throw. That's really good. But all the other stuff keeps him out. Phil Ford, 1979, tied for 57th, tied for 142nd, 4th, tied for 5th, tied for 138th, tied for 92nd, and tied for 37th. Larry Bird, here's the 4th Hall of Famer and our first top 10 all-time player. He was 17th in points, 10th in rebounds, tied for 25th in assists. He was tied for 18th in steals. That's all great, but he was tied for 54th in blocks and tied for 79th in field goal percentage, tied for 23rd in free throw. So he had 5 of the 7, but he didn't have all 7. No one but Jordan does. It's astonishing that not one player can match Jordan. Darrell Griffith, Utah. He was 18th in points, but he was 100th in rebounds, 91st in assists, 65th in blocks, 100th in field goal. You get the picture. Darrell Griffith ain't going to cut the mustard. Buck Williams obviously won Rookie of the Year because these are all the Rookies of the Year. Buck Williams was 53rd in points, so right away he's out. 131st in assists, 54th in steals. He was good in rebounds, blocks, and field goal percentage, but all the rest of it keeps him out. Terry Cummings, he made All-NBA. He was 11th, 10th, but then tied for 78th. He has a tied for 42nd and a 96th. Ralph Sampson, another Hall of Famer, 1984, 22 in points, tied for 5th in rebounds, but he's 112th in assists, 76th in steals, and 125th in free throws. Yeah, the centers are not going to have a lot of the steals and assists. I get all that. But that's what makes Michael Jordan's rookie year so special. Better than any rookie of the year since 1974. Insane. Michael Jordan, 1985, rookie of the year. He was 3rd in points, tied for 37th in rebounds, tied for 21st in assists, tied for 4th in steals, tied for 37th in blocks, tied for 35th in field goal percentage, and 17th in free throw percentage. That's the most well-rounded, complete Rookie of the Year campaign in the last 50 years, since 1974. It's actually like 52 years. Patrick Ewing, another top 75 Hall of Famer in his rookie year. Unfortunately, assists, steals, field goal percentage, and free throws keeps him out. Chuck Person was the 87 Rookie of the Year. Assists, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, all outside the top 40. Mark Jackson, rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, and free throws. Mitch Richmond, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, free throws, all keeps him out. David Robinson, he had a great rookie campaign, and he was close, but he was tied for 9th in points, 2nd in rebounds, but he was tied for 103 in assists. He was tied for 17th in steals, which is great for a center, 3rd in blocks, 15th in field goal percentage, but free throw percentage, he was tied for 117. Derek Coleman, assists, steals, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage, keeps him outside the top 40. Larry Johnson, assists, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, keeps him outside the top 40. Shaq, assists, steals, and free throw percentage, keeps him out. Chris Webber, assists, steals, free throw percentage. 95, there was a co-Rookie of the Year. Okay, fine. We do them both. Grant Hill, rebounds, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage. Those 3 keep him out. How about Jason Kidd? Points, rebounds, assists actually should be tied for 9th. I don't know why it says 97. It should be tied for 9th on that one. But blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, all keeping him out. Damon Stoudemire actually had a pretty good one, but rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage, all outside the top 40. Allen Iverson, rebounds tied for 82nd, blocks tied for 92nd, field goal percentage 106, free throw percentage 102. Tim Duncan, that's what, the 3rd top 10 player ever? What keeps him out? Assists, steals, and free throw percentage. Vince Carter, rebounds, assists, steals, field goal percentage, free throw percentage. Elton Brand and Steve Francis in 2000 also tied for Rookie of the Year. Elton Brand, 103 in assists, 97 in steals, tied for 118th in free throw percentage. Steve Francis, rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, and free throws, keeps him out. Mike Miller, all 7 things keep him out. He wasn't top 40 in anything. I don't know how that guy won Rookie of the Year. It wasn't a lot of great rookies, I guess. 2002, Pau Gasol, points, assists, steals, free throw percentage. Amari Stoudemire. He was 73rd in points. He was 96th in steals. He was 114th in free throw. There you go. LeBron James, the GOAT. How'd he do in his rookie year? Oh, he was 15th in points. Nice. Rebounds, he was tied for 57th. Assists, tied for 102nd. Blocks, tied for 51st. Field goal percentage, tied for 87th. Free throws, 73rd. Jordan smokes LeBron in his rookie year. And I know what you're going to say about the age thing, and I got something for that. Wait till the end. 2005, Emeka Okafor. Wasn't too bad, but points, assists, steals, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, all keeps him out. How about Chris Paul? He was 52nd in points, 64th in rebounds, and then also in blocks and field goal percentage. He's way out. Brandon Roy, rebounds, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage keeps him out. Kevin Durant, he had a pretty good all-around rookie campaign, but he was tied for 92nd in rebounds, only getting 4.4, a guy his size, criminal. 70th in assists, 52nd in steals, 108th in field goal percentage. Derrick Rose, points, rebounds, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, all keeps him out. Tyreke Evans actually did pretty good. Only rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage kept him out. Blake Griffin, he was 12th in points, 4th in rebounds, 41st in assists, but steals he was too low, blocks he was too low, and free throw percentage too low. Kyrie Irving, rebounds he was 105th, blocks he was 87th, and field goal percentage he was 42nd. Damian Lillard, tied for 122 in rebounds, tied for 66th in steals, 127th in blocks, 96th in field goal percentage. Going to keep him out too. Michael Carter Williams. Didn't have that bad of a rookie campaign, but he was 48th in points, 54th in rebounds, 163rd in blocks, 122 in field goal percentage, and 107th in free throw percentage. 2015 Andrew Wiggins. He was outside the top 100 in rebounds and assists. And as you can see, other than points, virtually every category is outside the top 40. Karl Anthony Towns, assists, steals, free throws, keep him out. 2017, maybe the weakest rookie of the year stat-wise I've seen. He was 142nd in points, 192nd in rebounds, tied for 45th in assists, tied for 47th in steals, tied for 173 in blocks, tied for 66th in field goal percentage. Only the free throw percentage was he in the top 40. Ben Simmons actually did pretty good. The only ones keeping him out was points, he was 61st, and free throw percentage tied for 107. Only two categories outside the top 40. Actually pretty good. Luka Doncic, he's got steals, blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, keeping him out. Ja Morant, points, rebounds, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage. How about LaMelo Ball? Points, rebounds, blocks, field goal percentage, free throw percentage. Scotty Barnes, 86th in points. He was tied for 58th in assists and 94th in free throw percentage. Banchero in 2023, he was tied for 56th in points, tied for 61st in assists, 91st in steals, 68th in blocks, 111th in field goal, and 104 in free throw. Victor Wembanyama, the people who think this guy's going to be the GOAT. Well, I'll say this, through no fault of his own. Last year, he did make the playoffs. He did miss the playoffs his rookie year. Those are already many strikes against him, little tiny nitpicks, but his stats are great. And he's 21, going to be 22 in a few months, so he's still very young. It's too early to either anoint this guy or to give up on him. Obviously, he's got a long career ahead of him, and he's got a lot of potential. We'll see. I think he's still pretty raw, though. Health is going to be his main issue, though. Guys that size typically just can't stay healthy. But if he goes against that and stays healthy and lives to his full potential, who knows? He could be a top 10 all-time player. But a guy is also not great just because they're 7'5" or whatever he is. No, he has to be a skilled player as well. I don't think Shaq is a top 10 player just because he was bigger than everybody and was able to move everybody around and dunk on them. No, Shaq was actually a very good basketball player. But I do think people give him too much shine because of the advantage he had. Nikola Jokic has a big advantage. I see him muscling people all the time down low. That's just a physical advantage. That doesn't mean you're better. Same with Wilt Chamberlain. Huge physical advantage. Does not automatically make you better. But Wilt Chamberlain was extremely skilled as a basketball player. He was. But size, strength alone can't be enough. You got to be skilled. And then the team aspect is a whole nother animal. I'm just talking about as an individual player. Stephon Castle last year, I guess he was outside the top 40 in everything. So whatever. And again, Michael Jordan at the bottom, just so you can compare, there it is. That's the standard for Rookie of the Year. Now, obviously, I didn't look up every single rookie, but the Rookies of the Year, Michael Jordan is the most NBA-ready, well-rounded, complete Rookie of the Year, at least, that the NBA has seen in 50 years. There's no one like that. Now, the LeBron camp is going to say, well, Jordan was 21 when he entered the NBA. LeBron was only 18, even though he was 18 for a month and a half, 2 months. But even still, I got something for you. We're going to take care of the whole LeBron thing. LeBron James, you saw his rookie year. He was top 40 in, I think, 3 or 4 categories. Whatever. In 2005, if LeBron decided to do a one and done and made 2005 his rookie year, well, he did pretty good. But he was tied for 54th in blocks, and he was tied for 98th in free throw percentage. So that right there is 2 categories that he was not inside the top 40 on. So 05 is out. How about 2006? What if he decided to leave after his sophomore year and 06 was his rookie year? On this one, I'm going to be a little closer to the letter of the law, where Michael Jordan was tied for 37th or better on all of it. LeBron James in 2006 was tied for 38th in blocks and field goal percentage. So that's still outside of where Michael Jordan was. And free throw percentage, he was tied for 94th. How about 07? What if he left after his junior year and called that his rookie year? Well, you still got blocks at tied for 44th and free throws at 116. And what if he would have went to college for all 4 years and made 2008 his rookie year? Well, once again, his issue lies in field goal percentage tied for 39th and free throw percentage tied for 110th. And you'll see LeBron James has never been inside the top 40 in free throws in his entire career. So there's no season that LeBron was ever inside the top 40 in all of it.
Jordan went to college. Nobody made him go to college, by the way, either.
As Nick Wright said, nobody made Michael Jordan go to college, right? Well, in the same breath, nobody made LeBron James go to the pros after high school. So his rookie year was in 03-04. That's what he chose. That's what he wanted to do. Michael Jordan was just a vastly more advanced rookie than LeBron James was. Now, you can blame it on the age all you want. That's fine. But it still doesn't take away the fact that Michael Jordan was inside the top 37 on the 7 major categories, and LeBron wasn't. What do you want from me? So, rookie or not, Michael Jordan in his rookie season was more well-rounded, ranked higher in the league than LeBron James did in those 7 metrics. Period. End of story. In any season. Now, if you want to go with any player in any year, well, now you're venturing into very interesting territory. Because Larry Bird, I think it was 1985, was actually top 30 in everything, including three-point percentage. In all of it, he was top 30. So in that regard, it's hard to find a weakness in Larry Bird's game. But as far as a rookie of the year, now I don't know about all rookies, but I can't imagine there's a rookie that was top 40 in all categories. Technically, top 37 or better, like Michael Jordan was. There's just no one. And I can't imagine Kareem in 1970, he wasn't top 40 in free throws and all that. And of course, then it's going to get harder to gauge because there was less teams. You're getting too few teams when you start getting before 1970. It's going to be easier to rank in the top 40 and things. But even in the 70s, before the merger, there was I think 17 teams or something like that. So it was easier to be in the top 40. And still, no rookie could do it. No rookie of the year did it, aside from Michael Jordan. What else do you want me to say? There it is. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I give daily content, and that's it. Until next time.